It's just a good idea.
Probably.
Are we live?
Hell yeah, let's get fucking started!
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay.
Sup guys, welcome back to Your Art Show, the podcast. Wow, I almost forgot what my podcast name was. We're back. I'm here in a room with our producer, Connor, with cute little headphones on. He couldn't look cuter. His hair's curling up at the ends. You wouldn't believe. And I'm also, I'm here with Jenna Ross. Is that still your last name?
It still is.
You haven't changed your name to something ridiculous yet?
Not yet.
Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to change my name just to mix things up.
I've thought about
people.
that.
For no reason, though.
I kind of wanted to just hyphen it multiple times. Like, not get married or anything. Just
like
multiple,
add a bunch of names.
Add a bunch of last names to my name. Really confuse people.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yes, Jenna is here this week. She is another fellow creative, and she's a photographer. You guys, photography is art too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I really enjoy Jenna's photography actually quite a bit.
Thank you.
And it's not because we're friends, okay? It's because I actually like it just on its own. Just cuz, okay?
Yeah.
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 She has an eye that I just don't think that even I wouldn't have. And so it's very very fun to watch. I don't think about getting prints of photography very often. I'd rather just paint a weird thing and put it up on my wall. But I'm like, no, I'd get some of Jenna's photography.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't do that.
Yeah, you should do that. Let's just,
fun.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, Jenna, tell all 14 viewers a little bit about yourself.
Well, yeah, I guess I am a photographer.
You guess.
I guess.
We don't like that talk around
I'm
here.
sorry. I am a photographer.
Thank you.
I don't do it fully professionally, hopefully someday, but I got my degree in photojournalism, and then I dabble in creative photography as well, but it's a lot of...
So you do photography and you're smart.
I think so.
Wow. Guys, double threat
Whoa.
over here. And has a cute haircut. It's a triple threat, you guys!
It's mostly the haircut.
Oh, yeah. All right, what's your favorite thing about being a creative, and what's your least favorite thing?
Ooh.
And be honest.
Be honest. My favorite thing is the product at the end, I think, once you get past all of the least favorite thing, which is the anxiety.
Yeah, of everything else.
Everything. So, like, once you get past, like, this is going to be shitty, and you get to the final product and it's actually good, then it's like, oh, I did the thing.
Those people who enjoy the full creative process, I'm like, how do you do it?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll level up one day.
I enjoy it in hindsight.
Yeah.
Like, once... It's like when you go on shitty family vacations as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And then you look back on it as an adult and you're like, oh, those were like cool, valuable experiences. But in the moment, you're like,
It shaped me. We did things.
Right.
I grew. That was actually not as bad as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
Just general fear. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And your favorite thing is the end product. So your least favorite thing would be?
The rest of it.
The rest of it. Okay.
That's it.
The rest of it.
The rest of it.
The rest of it. The reason why I wanted to have Jenna on is because we've talked about it before, this really weird phenomenon as creatives of like this fear of just starting, of just doing something and just making something, whether you know it's going to be good or not, and just experimenting or like doing something. Why do you think you're afraid of that?
Trauma.
This is a drama channel, actually. Spill the tea.
No, I mean, it's scary to create something that's completely from your own brain and has no like outside influence, I guess.
Yeah. It's just
and to put that
personal.
much faith in yourself, I think.
It can be really hard. I struggle with that all the time because I'm just, it's either or. I'm like, yes, I'm a badass, man. I'm just gonna make this and I have a good idea, or I like it. I'm like, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the way I thought it was going to, I believe in myself, man, you know? And then sometimes I'm like, I haven't even followed through with ideas because I'm not even sure if I can like actually make it.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me too.
Yeah, I don't want it to tank. Like even a small, okay, so the range of a small little illustration for me, or like a whole big project. Like I'm still in the process of writing and illustrating a book, and I will straight up not work on it that day because the thought comes into my brain, what if it's not as good as I think it might be or want it to be, like that I want it to be? What if it's not good? And then I just rather not do it because I just get too scared, and I'd rather just not do it.
For sure.
It's like a plague.
Yeah. I think, and a huge part of it too is, I think, social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like the access to, I did a big like night photography series last year. And I started out wanting to even do that in the first place by just seeing stuff on Instagram and like following night Instagram photography accounts and like street photographers who mostly did stuff at night. And it was after looking at all of that and being like, oh, this is something I want to do, it was super intimidating to try to execute that.
Because you're looking at all these other people doing it really well.
Yeah.
I think that's huge on social media. I'm also, okay, so I follow all these illustrators on social media, really successful ones with lots and lots of followers, doing really cool stuff, putting out books. You know, they're going to get more sales because they have more followers too, and it's really good. And it's hard because I'm like, well, what if my book isn't as good as that? Or what if this painting, like I go on Pinterest, I'm looking at all this cool art, then I'm like, ooh, I should try to like do my own thing. I'm like, but it's probably not going to be as good as that, and then I don't even want to start.
Right.
But then how would I even get there if I don't start?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
It's a sickness, man.
Well, another hard part for me is me putting myself out there is like literally having to go, because I do like street photography most of the time. Mm-hmm. So it's like I have to physically leave my house and put myself in front of people.
So I don't have to do that, which is real nice.
It's so, as an introvert, it's the most anxiety-ridden thing where I'm like, I want to get this photo so bad, and I know where I have to go to get it, but then I have to, you know,
excuse me,
confront the old man who walks up to me and is like, what are you got a camera there? What are you doing with that?
Oh, gross.
Which is not something I should be anxious about.
No, but it's
there.
Yeah, I try to go out to coffee shops and doodle kind of in a public space if there's too many distractions at home. But people coming up to me and being like, oh, what is that? Are you painting? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And you're never going to get negative feedback from random people. Like, nobody's going to do that. But it just puts this, like, weird pressure. And then I end up kind of stopping and then packing up and going home, like, part of the time. Mostly because I don't like talking to people.
Well, for some reason, I feel like I have to fully explain myself if I'm out there. Like, I have to be like, well, I did got my degree in this, and then I did, like, it. And that's not necessary.
Not necessary. I feel the same way. I start telling a story about what I'm doing, and I'm like, even if you want to know that, or this other person wants to know that, why am I telling you? Right. Like, why am I trying to prove myself to you? I think that, again, that comes back to the social media thing.
Proving yourself.
I'm constantly trying. I have a big thing of I really want to be understood. And just as a weird little human, I feel constantly misunderstood. Definitely a problem I need to work on. But I feel the need to explain myself and have people fully understand what I'm doing so they get why I was doing it, why I was doing a certain way, the outcome of it. I feel the need to explain it. And then if people don't understand it, I get really insecure and self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
Like, I put up some art in Rapport the other day, and I'm like, but what if they don't know the whole story of why I chose those colors and did that thing, and they think I'm, like, weird for and then I get fearful of it.
Definitely.
How are we gonna get past that? Like, I don't even...
It's hard.
I feel like I come off as someone who, like, oh, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. But I really, really do. Like, in my room when I'm, like, going through my phone, I really do give a shit if people understand and care about me.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's weird because, like, this is going back to the social media thing, but right now I only have the one Instagram. I don't have, like, a separate photography account. And when I do post my photography, it gets, like, a decent amount of attention. But when I post, like I just posted a picture of, like, me and my boyfriend, and it got, like, twice as many likes as
Yeah.
any photo that I've ever taken, and I was like, why? Like, I don't want you to look at my face.
Like, I don't care about it that much.
no.
Like, as much at all. Yeah. For me, it's like art that people understand, and it's easy to, like, look at. And you're like, I get what that is. Like, I did this drawing of Gandalf a long time ago.
People love that.
Just love it because I worked 40 hours on it. It's easy to see that I put in a lot of work. You can see every hair in his beard. And it kind of shows that I have a range of talent, which is really cool. But, like, things that I post like that, boom, a ton of likes. Like, people commenting, this is my favorite thing that you've ever done, and I love it. And, like, those are all positive things to say.
Yeah.
But it just kind of reinforces you're, like, people are only going to like the art that they really understand, or, like, any photos that are just easier to understand and whatever. And then the stuff that I really care about and the deep, weird stuff, people are like, okay.
Yeah. Anything...
Some random people are like, cool, I get it. I'm like, yay! Right. Like, that's awesome. But then it just doesn't get as many likes, doesn't get a lot of interaction, doesn't make me the most money. I did a commission for these 2 black and white oil painted horses for these pet portraits, and that's where I made the most money, like, besides doing the stuff that I actually like doing. That shit's discouraging as fuck. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I paid my bills. Great. Now what? I'm empty inside. Like, yes!
Seriously.
Yes! Yes, I'm empty. I did this thing that everybody can digest, and it's good, and I sold it, and then I sit in my room, and I'm just like, I don't want to do art anymore.
Yeah.
That's dumb. I'm so,
That's like when I do portrait stuff. Like, I have friends ask me to do headshots, which I love doing. Yeah. Especially for
we
friends.
We can be good at it, and it comes kind of easily because we are talented in that way. I have a talent. I have a skill. I can do that. But
I've had multiple people tell me, like, you should just be a portrait photographer. And I'm like, but that's what Instagram wants from me.
Yeah, that's what the world
I don't want to feed the algorithm. I don't want to feed
photography. The algorithm. I want to feed my soul and to inspire people. And, like, okay, so me, I love the other stuff you did. Like, that one photo of that old lady sitting on the stairs.
Yes.
That one of my favorite photos.
Thank you.
The one at the art museum is looking through some glass, and there's this girl looking at something, I don't know. Yeah. But so captivating and so cool.
Thank you.
But
well, yeah, that's what I like to capture, is people being people. Like, I don't want people to pose for me. Yeah. I want to capture them in a moment that they're not aware they're being captured, which sounds creepy. No. But it's not. It's you know.
I don't want to just, like, paint, like, cutesy fun stuff. I'm good at it. I can do it. Like, you know, people are like, oh, like, the easier to digest things and easier things to understand. I like painting weird emotions, and usually they're, like, sad or anxiety-filled or really weird, or there's just, like, pointy boobs everywhere. Yeah. That makes me happy. I'm like, yes, but that's just not getting, you know. And then I mean,
the boobs help.
Yeah, boobs definitely help. Yeah, they definitely help with the
you did my boobs.
Yes, I did paint those boobs are still downstairs and will remain downstairs. Yes. Yeah. If you guys want to see Jenna's boobs, just come over.
Yeah, come over. They're on the wall.
Over. They're on the wall. You have to find it. Yeah, it's just a little.
They're not hard to spot.
Yeah, it's just
not that they're big. Yeah. But they're not hard to spot.
But they're good, and they're just but they're good, man. You can't come to my house. You can't come to my house. No. She looks like Jenna.
One of my employees today told me I look like a young Ben Franklin.
That's so fucking rude, dude.
And then I decided because I was wearing my glasses.
Is that on the wine?
Is that all the wine?
No, Ben Franklin.
No.
Yes, I can see. Oh, George Washington. Yes. My bad.
But then I decided I'm going to be sexy Ben Franklin next year for Halloween.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm really excited about it.
Frillies.
Yeah, no, just like the normal Ben Franklin, but then cut it here and then, like, fishnet.
Yeah.
Leggings.
Oh, my God. With, like, the colonial little...
Yeah. Like, full Ben Franklin all the way until, like, my thigh, and then fishnets.
Have kind of your ass out a little bit.
Yeah,
just the bottom part. Yep. Oh, yeah. I love that.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording. Cool. Yeah,
leave that in, please.
Yeah, totally. Would you like some complimentary CBD?
It's just CBD? Yeah, dope. No
100%.
THC for me. Oh.
None. Not even a
Complimentary.
little. Strawberry flavored, my dudes. All right, so... Okay. So going from that fear of creating and comparing yourself to other people and just being frustrated by not having your art be understood, which I feel like any type of creative will struggle with that. Even if
Yeah,
they're
no
really,
matter how much praise you get, I feel like that's a struggle for
even
people.
if you get one little like, oh, I don't really get that, or weird, or like you just suddenly think that way.
Yep.
I always I think that was Van Gogh's entire life. And he wasn't even, appreciated until after his death. But thank God he didn't stop doing what he was doing,
True.
And then Picasso wasn't understood at the beginning of his career and then became one of the most prolific painters ever, doing the weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
Which I get extremely jealous of. Like, I almost get frustrated thinking about Picasso because I'm like, you just got to be an asshole in your studio the whole time.
The whole time.
Make weird stuff, do whatever the fuck you wanted, and then make all this money and just die an asshole and ruin everyone's lives.
Frida Kahlo is another good one because in the 20s it was all like her husband was the one who was the impressionist. Was he? No, the impressionism was.
I forget what I think
he
they
was
both
the
did.
painter.
Yes.
And she was just like any headline about her was like, oh, the painter's wife is painting.
Right.
And now I don't even know her husband's name. It's just Frida Kahlo.
He sucked, dude.
I'm
They were
sure.
so in love though. But yeah, so you've been doing some professional work.
Yes.
Some personal work.
Yes.
So looking towards the future of what you want your creative career to be, what do you think the next steps are? What would you want to do from here on out? Having those feelings and like how are you going to compromise and also not compromise to make your own art?
Yeah, that's hard. Cuz like my extreme end goal, that's like the big dream with like capital B, like the capital B emoji and the red B. Big dream.
Big dream.
Is to like be an international correspondent and do that kind of photography, that kind of photojournalism where I'm like in war zones doing that kind of stuff. That's creative in a way, but more...
It's intense. It means something.
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
actually recording things.
Right.
It's historical.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so your goal isn't even just to be like an artsy cool photographer. You'd like to do that on the side.
Yeah.
But like you want to do...
I want to do something that's going to leave an impact in a way that affects people.
Yeah.
And more than on just like an emotional artistic level, I guess. But that's way long term. If that ever even happens, I would hope so. I hope I get the chance to do that at some point. But.
Yeah. I feel like I am really cool with just being like the emotional part for a while and just having it be artsy, emotional, and that's fine. But yeah, one of my goals is to do something and create art that ends up helping the environment.
Yeah.
And doing that sort of thing. Whether it be partnering with an environmental company and making them look trendier and cooler and bringing an artsy, side of it. You got to make taking care of the environment cool or no one's going to do it.
It sucks, but that's true.
It's just true.
That's like have you seen the Parks Project?
No.
Parks Project, they're like the National Parks.
Yes.
Their t-shirts are so good.
They're just good.
They're all so good, and I'm like,
and you
I want to
buy
buy.
Even if you didn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I want to make people who didn't even know that they wanted to care because it just looks cool. It looks fun. You want to participate.
Yeah.
You want to buy a reusable tote to actually take into Trader Joe's because you're gonna look like that bitch in Trader Joe's.
Right.
You gotta be that bitch. It can be stylish.
You gotta be that bitch in Trader Joe's.
In Trader Joe's specifically.
That's where it matters.
It's where it really matters. You gotta make saving the environment sexy.
Yeah.
You guys, you gotta give it some sex appeal. Put boobies everywhere.
Yep.
You just gotta do it.
Put boobies on a whale, Save the whales.
I'm imagining it now, and just like titty whale doesn't get, me going.
Just put titty whale on a tote bag. Just the words titty whale. That's what I want.
I am a titty whale, I feel like, You're like, no, June.
No, that's not what I meant.
No.
I meant literal whale with tits. Titty whale.
Titty whales. T-shirts coming soon to Montois Studios. That's the worst. That's the fucking worst. Oh man. Okay. I think that's a great note. Okay, we're just like you guys. We're just trying to not give a fuck what people think, but we really do.
And then we're trying to make money on top of that.
Yeah, I would really like to make money for having talents that, you know, I feel like are elevated talents.
If you want to hire me, check out my Instagram. It's Jenna Ross, JennaRoss.
Thank you for saying that. I was like, how do you spell your thing?
It's just Jenna Ross with no E.
Great.
That's it.
With no E.
You can DM me because I don't have a fancy email yet.
She will be tagged below. But you should go check out her photography. If you need a photographer, go to Jenna first. If you go anywhere else, unfollow me. I don't want any of that bullshit on my page, okay? None of it.
None of it.
None of it. None of it. None of it. Yeah, hire us. That's the nicest thing you can do.
I do it all. I really do.
Yeah. And you know what? If you don't have the money to support the artists that you want to, a great way to do it is follow them, comment on their Instagrams, like everything, repost things that you like on your stories.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button, subscribe. Turn on your notifications.
Hit the notification bell.
Hit that notification bell.
It's up in the corner.
Yeah, there are other ways to support artists that are trying to figure out what they're doing because it's valuable. I hope you keep doing photography. I hope I see it forever and ever and ever.
Oh, thank you.
I really do.
All your shit forever. Keep drawing, titty whales.
Titty whales. What am I contributing to society? It's a great question that nobody has the answer to, not even me. Yeah, you guys. I draw things when I'm sad and feeling weird. So just like it and leave a heart, you know?
Yeah.
Leave a heart. Leave a heart, you know? Just let me know that I'm not doing it for nothing.
Any emoji you want. Put it on there.
Leave me some weird emojis.
Yeah.
You know? Dig deep.
Dig deep in the emoji well.
Dig deep in there. Oh man, that was fun, Jenna. Thank you for the insight.
Yeah.
Guys, social media sucks, but it's a necessary evil.
True.
What's coming next? What's the next social media? It's not TikTok. That's for fucking sure. It's not TikTok.
But I feel like what if it is TikTok?
It's not, though.
I feel like such an old person when I see TikToks. I'm like...
No.
I don't know what's going on.
If you see those kids doing those things on there, I'm like, I feel like Vine is like so elevated compared to TikTok.
I know, but Vine was like the golden age. It's like when you go back to YouTube in like 2012, 2010 to 2012. That's the golden age. Even before that, like 2008 YouTube.
Just weird,
golden age.
Really good stuff. Well, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll let social media just drag us into the future. We'll make saving the environment sexy. Mm-hmm. We'll figure out ways to make art, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Whether you like it or fucking not. And then I'll just cry.
But follow us on Instagram.
And we're out. That's it.